Get this sound down. Oh, to those of you that are here. Hey, Daniel. Hey, my dude. Yeah, just another random stream. Putting this one in place of the Weekly Ramble. I like doing the podcast, but I just don't feel like editing. We were out all day yesterday. Down home, my sister graduated high school, and then we ran a lot of errands and went on some misadventures, so I just did not feel like editing. I just thought I would get on here, play some games, and kill two birds with one stone. Should anybody want to chill? All right. Hope you're doing well, Daniel. If anybody is here, because this is not planned at all, which usually does not go favorably for viewership. I am playing the Mortal Empires campaign, Total War Warhammer 1. Fine, playing as the Empire of Man. I would like to try other factions. I really want to try Harkins the Vampire Coast, but yeah, Total War Warhammer. Game I did not think I would get into because I was really big in the historical titles, but it's really fun, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that this game, the Total War Warhammer games really do work. They work well, they fit well, so for those of you that are joining the stream, welcome, and thanks for stopping by. No podcast this week. It's kind of neglected. The Grassy Lord 3, guess who? I don't guess well. Oh, I know who. I think I know who anyways. How you doing? Can't make me guess. Not on the spot. Also can't click on chat. Okay. So my current campaign on Mortal Empires, I have mostly attained land and confederacy through high authority in the Imperium. Staying in as good graces as I can with as many factions, as many of the elector counts as I can. So, such as Middenheim, Forrest Toddbringer, we brought him into the fold. And, yeah, Sylvania has been conquered. We're kind of just cleaning up the lands now. Gonna take a while.
The nation calls.
Karl Franz's army here, who has a lot of special units, including Ogre Cavalry with the Morningfang Cavalry and the Emperor's Wrath Steam Tank. So, Warhammer Total War. Like I said before, a game that I did not think I would ever get into, really does fit with the Total War series. There's a lot of reasons as to why, but I think the main reason is because despite the fantasy and the hero units, which did take some getting used to, there's just so much more to offer in a game like this. So I think that's why it works really well. There's nothing wrong with historical games. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but having all these different races and species and creatures and monsters and events, it's overwhelming in a very good way, I feel. So yeah. Right now, the Sylvania has been conquered, which Sylvania, for those who don't know, or maybe know more than me, was one of the regions of the Empire that essentially seceded from the Empire due to being in control by Manfred von Karstein. The Karsteins. Vampire Lords, Vampire Counts. We still have to take one more to bring Ostermark completely into our fold. And Ostland. Nagenhof, Mordheim. Yeah, it used to be more so in the control of the Elector Count of yeah, but Castle von Rauken. It's like Kislev is fell. That's not good. This game's equivalent to like a tribute to a Slavic empire in the game.
Let us forge our faith.
Oh dear. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm glad that he has kept this part because the Empires of Chaos come from this era. Wow. I'm guessing he was at war with Kislev. That sucks. I would have liked Kislev to have stayed. But I don't think Kislev actually is a fleshed out empire until Warhammer 3. So, yeah.
I am the supreme patriarch.
I've never actually used Balthazar Gelt in the games, but he's a pretty good faction too. So,
I command here.
Emperor Karl Franz.
Yes. On march.
We'll keep him in here for a few turns, just kind of
Yes, my
stem
lord.
the tide of corruption and such. We may actually have to go to war with Dot of the Wild. He's basically this game universe's equivalent of an Ent. So yeah. Yep, just a chill stream today. Not a lot of viewers because I'm not really known for these games, but I wanted to play this anyways. Probably stream for 2 hours at the very most, if that.
To the provinces.
Marienburg, I've been fighting. So as soon as I started playing Mortal Empires, I noticed that you are surrounded by even more enemies. In Total War Warhammer 1, kind of deal with Norska in the north and the Chaos in the east. In the southeast, you have Sylvania, but I will say that Creative Assembly did a good job of balancing out the factions. And the roadmap, a lot of people are pretty upset about the roadmap for Warhammer 3, but I'm patient because I haven't really played much of Mortal Empires. I haven't even played as any factions other than the Empire. I did try the Empire's essentially equivalent of like a colony, but I didn't like that very well. I kind of missed my formations. The best way to get your way gatewayed into the Total War Warhammer games is to play as the Empire or maybe Bretonnia, for those of you that like medieval Total War, because they really are more like a combination of medieval France and England, for lack of more and better examples.
Raise Sigma.
Oh yeah, bring him to Middenheim.
Step to it.
Not quite a friendly province, is it?
Sigmarite Archlector.
Oh right. Look, I'm essentially blind from these lights.
The Empire.
I'll have to get a camera with a decent night adjustment light setting on it or something. Right now we are driving out the taint of Sylvania. Those of you that have played this game before probably already know more about that than me. This game gatewayed me into Warhammer in general, though. Now I'm listening to audiobooks about Krieg, Seas of Drax, but I like Old War Warhammer a little bit more, I think. I think I prefer it. So yeah. Hope everybody's doing good this Sunday, though. Not really big on Sunday streams, but I didn't want to do a podcast like I normally do, so...
What does the Emperor bid?
Forest Toddbringer has a pretty good, notable force down here, and of course, it has a really good garrison, a decent garrison. Halberdiers, swordsmen, crossbowmen. Clint's Pit is inland, so I'm not really worried about keeping it. But it looks like it's actually originally a Dwarven stronghold. Yeah, I renamed it. You can rename your cities in this game, which is another thing I really like. So yeah. There was the something pit. I remember what its actual name was. But they changed it because we went in, he cleared it out. Because it was actually a pretty decently powerful greenskin faction, and they were beating the shit out of Middenheim. So I got involved, and Boris Toddbringer really appreciated that. So he offered me extended an offer of confederacy. That's how I got Middenheim into the fold. Talabekland that keeps offering me confederacy, but I want to keep my authority above 0. Right now it's at 0, which is kind of shit, but I did bring Balthazar Gelt and the province of Solent into the fold, which gave me a very powerful fort in the south to protect against. But the southern princes are holding their own, and the Dwarven factions, I'm going to be honest, are kind of beating the shit out of any of the southern dwarf factions or whatever. God. The Ratmen are nasty, though. But really now it's kind of about... I'm eventually going to have to deal with these greenskins. I know that for a fact. But Fort Jakova would be a fine addition. We should take the provinces of Kislev. Not leave them in the light. And hopefully we can get Ostland to join our confederacy. So we'll see how that goes.
I will marshal the men.
By the comet.
Alright.
Summon me.
Yes,
Not that we need him to be fortified, but why the hell not? To make absolutely sure he gets replenished. There was a pretty interesting faction here known as Gelhart's Mercenaries, and they had a combination of men, greenskins, and giants. It's like, I don't know, it kind of made me think of Mance Raider from Game of Thrones, where he had a combination of wildlings and giants, and just kind of an assortment of different people that had a similar ideology, which was really cool. I have a few mods on, mostly for particle effects and gunpowder. That looks pretty good. But yeah, pretty soon we'll have to get involved. I think we're gonna have to, probably gonna have to go to war with this faction, which, you know, I'm not looking forward to fighting them because their units are all extremely powerful and deadly. You're fighting nature, essentially. I'll have to bring my best, get them involved. I do love the special units, though, and their lore behind them. And I have a mod, really cool, The Winds of Pain, that every time you recruit a unit for the first time or something, it tells you the lore behind that unit. Like, for example, there's a unit in the Empire's faction here, the Karaberg Greatswords. And they have lore, and it basically tells about, essentially, the siege of Karaberg here, and how they were stained red with the blood after the battle, once the battle was over, and so their uniforms going forward were like a crimson blood red, to symbolize how coated in blood the first of their order were. It was pretty cool. So, I think they do a pretty good job. But what I like about the game is that you play all these factions and stuff, and it really just gateways you hardcore into the lore, and it makes you care a little bit more, I think. So that was really enjoyable. So yeah. Okay. Since I'm going to get more involved here. These guys want to join my confederacy. You can tell right here. Once I got them a big swath, and then the northern provinces, hopefully I can talk them into joining. But if you go right here, like they're at 10. To get them at 10, you just have to support them when they're invaded. Nordland is appreciative. Ostland. I did not know that Hockland was at 10. Wow. So it probably won't be too long, as you have to, like, not be greedy, I feel like, in this game. I think we just need to end the turn. Ostland, yes. Improving.
Welcome, my countrymen, as you say so.
There we go.
Who calls?
Improving.
I will listen. A fool's action.
Well, this is good. I wonder if we could trade with them.
Only Sigma's affirmative.
There we go. Master Diplomat. What does that achievement mean? Have a trade agreement with 10 other factions at the same time. Oh, yeah. We're making some bank. Trading with everybody. Let's see what the attitudes. We have people that can actually help us attack. We took out Heinrich Himmler and his vampire faction. That was good. So we're trading with just about everybody. Ooh. Iron Hammer. That's so cool.
I am Belagar. True king agreed. I'll do it.
Woo. They don't want an alliance with you, though. It's like, military alliance? Hot damn. Of course, you don't want to... I won't throw in with them yet. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but that's what happens when you, don't take your time, I suppose. That's so awesome, though. Now we're trading with them as well. And it's really worth it to go through and, view everything. Trading with a lot of factions. That's the elves. We're rank 2 already, but the Empire is pretty easy to play as, which is why I've been playing as them currently, because I'm not super into...
No evildoer may receive the blessings of the lady.
Oh, she's the lady. Nah, I don't think anybody likes her. Which, you know, that's not my problem. She chose her path. I'm uniting my empire. Once the empire is united, hopefully we can stand toe-to-toe with chaos when they pour from the chaos waste in the north. I explored the chaos waste to see if there were any, like, hidden forts or whatever on the map. For Sigma! Hey, Redbeard. Yeah, figure I might as well, since not going to be a weekly ramble this week, but I wanted to do something in place of it. So, if anybody stops by. Not much happened. My sister graduated in South Gallia yesterday, so we were down in Gallia. for a brief period of time, and then I took.
And then sorcery.
You guys are gross. Warp fire throwers. Yeah, these Skaven are assholes. Really, there's no other way to put it.
Waste my potential.
Need to bring a better army into the fold. I think tax province. We're not taxing that province, which is good because they're just starting to come into the fold and be accepting of us.
Who calls?
No, we're taxing this province because Eastern Sylvania. Western Sylvania. Okay.
So,
Should have told me. You could have stopped at my yard sale. We really didn't have time, man. We only had enough time to go to the graduation, and then we took Addie to the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant. Really cool, by the way. I haven't seen it since it's been in the new building. Went to a place next to it called Bunker 308 or 304. So, JB Bessler, what's up? Got you and Redbeard here on the stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Playing some Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, which combines the maps of all the games, which is really cool. There's so much to offer. I can't wait until all 3 games have been combined. I think it'll be called will be called Immortal Empires, I think it is. Either way, I'm just kind of perusing the map, making treaties. Redbeard, I just made treaties with I think almost all of the Dwarven factions I'm in good graces with. Yeah, all of them like me. I have had good relations with all of them.
What?
Ooh, let's see here. Get military access.
Kill me. Agreed.
The dwarves, though, are reliable. That's what I like about the dwarves. They're defensive and they're reliable. They're not traitors. You guys don't mind, just because it has been helping the analytics and the algorithm of YouTube. You guys don't mind to like the video. I would really appreciate it. Hate to sound like a beggar asking for a coin, but it helps quite a bit. If you guys don't mind doing that, I'd appreciate it. I know Redbeard is real big into Warhammer, or at least way more so than me. But I am relatively new to it, so.
I am Prince and Emperor. Is it time?
I wonder if I could get.
To unite the provinces.
Man,
Ready. Onwards.
we're gonna send him north because we're gonna need him and his more powerful army.
Now.
Yeah, have him camp here. It's a full-on army. A lot of powerful
Bring
units.
me to my men.
These Mornfang cavalry are huge. They are just ogre trained and broken cavalry. Bordermen, which were just outrider grenade launchers, noble sons. I mean, most of my army is special units, and I've been replacing them with special equivalent. Like, I really like swordsmen in this game, but the swords of Ulrich are a really cool swordsman unit. A lot more reliable than the original, and worth what you pay for them, man. Just having a stacked, trained army is really cool. HWP Neon says, "Ayo, how's it going?" It's going good, man. Normally I don't do live streams on Sunday, but I've been playing a lot of Total War Warhammer lately, so I decided why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Wasn't real big on playing Total War Warhammer until I tried the original. I got it for free on Epic. Gave it a try and never looked back. It's a great, great game. And it shoehorned me into learning a lot of the lore of Warhammer, which now I'm actually diving a little bit into Warhammer 40k. The easiest way to gateway me to Warhammer 40k was the Krieg. So, cannot help it. Really cool story. And their novel, Krieg, is really good too. I've been listening to it on Audible. Hope you guys are doing well on Sunday, and welcome to the stream. So, yes. We're just kind of building up our forces. I'm sending Carl Franz's elite forces. Got some ogre mercenaries in there. Some good cavalry. Some pretty reliable infantry. Mostly special infantry. And I want to recruit some more handgunners soon.
What does the Emperor bid?
We untax this province. Will it hurt? Oh, yeah. It'll hurt big time.
Yes.
If we remove him from there,
Calls.
it's going to become kind of stagnant. But that's okay, because I really want to replace the guys in this army with more handgunners.
Sigma. It is for the best to battle.
Oh yeah. So what we can do is we'll send him that way to Nidling. Yeah, the Warhammer Total Wars are great. Looking forward to Mortal Empires for 3. I know, dude. I'm really excited. Like, I want to play 3 right now, but I just want to wait until it's all compiled into one big package, right? I mean, I'm also still kind of overwhelmed by the lore of, you know, Old World Warhammer. It's really, really good, though. It really satiates, I don't want to say need, but my want for lore and everything. Whew. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I really want to play as Kislev with the combined map of 1, 2, and 3 together. Kislev is a really interesting faction. I like kind of the thought of being the shield of civilization in the north. It's really cool. Like, that's something I'm looking for. Redbeard says, I'm more 40k than normal. I did enjoy the first Warhammer Total War, but it still needed a lot of work. Well, 2 was a step up, and I guess 3 a lot of people are mixed on. So I'm just going to wait until shit's ironed out. There's plenty to do in this game. And I'm trying to decide on what the first DLC I'm going to get for this game is. I'm really kind of looking at Vampire Coast because it looks like the faction focuses a lot on gunpowder. And I like my gunpowder. Hence the reason that I am sending these guys... Oh, yeah, that's not going to hurt him. I'll just continue to send him north. And he will be able to group up with the Empire's army. And I'll send these crossbow with Belshazzar Gelt. I'm trying to make it mostly gunpowder and special infantry faction. I also have a couple of the Empire's Wrath steam tanks. I love the special units in the game, and I do like that they kind of limit how often you can get them. So as long as you play your cards right. HWP Neon says 3's good, but it sort of railroads you through the same thing no matter the faction you choose. Okay, I think I've heard that before. So I probably should wait. I mean, there's plenty to enjoy in Mortal Empires with 1 and 2 for now, so I think I'm good. Vampire Coast is a lot of fun. Yeah, Harkin, he seems both hilarious and awesome at the same time. So, I don't know, there's just something... A lot of people's complaint was that there was no naval battles. Maybe later, right? When Mortal Empires for 3 comes into fold. But I wouldn't count on naval battles. It doesn't really bother me, though, because there's so much else going on that, though I would love there to be naval battles, especially with the medieval fantasy we have going on with this universe, I'm okay with it, actually. Because the only naval battles in the Total War games that I actually really liked were Empire, for the obvious reason of gunpowder and, you know, ship-of-the-line battles. HWP Neon says the final battle map for Vampire Coast is also the coolest, in my opinion. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I've heard some really good reviews about it, that sometimes it doesn't know what it wants to be. I mean, I'll peruse reviews for days before I buy something, but I also, this is going to annoy the hell out of you guys, save a lot. And I did just explain to Redbeard that I made a lot of treaties with the Dwarven factions. When I play as the Empire, which I use the Empire, again, to gateway myself into these games, and it worked pretty well like a charm. You know, a faction that's similar. Mostly all human faction, but one that can punch above its weight against the more powerful races in the game. Or at least, you know, the ones that are more powerful naturally. Yeah, the dwarves and me are in good graces. I did just do a non-aggression pact as well as a trade agreement with Belagar, Ironhammer, which I always try to ally with them because the dwarves surround you on all sides, so they become a bulwark, nay, even a defensive wall for you, faction-wise. But what sucks is, it won't be until Warhammer 3 comes into the fold. We'll go ahead and end our turn. Won't be until Warhammer 3 Mortal Empires comes into the fold that I'll be able to play, or that I will play as Kislev. I kind of want to play as them because there's just something about kind of the Slavic faction in the north, the bulwark defense, like the shield of civilization against chaos. This game is a really good way, in my opinion, to gateway yourself into Warhammer Old World War. So yeah, I'm trying 40k, but I do prefer Old World more. Rate gained, ready for duty, so I can recruit him back. Yeah, it costs a lot. I do have a few mods put on this as well, guys. One of those was for like particle effects, like gunpowder and arcing missiles and stuff, and flaming arrows, especially elemental arrows for like the more nature elf-based factions, etc. But yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move Karl Franz's army up here. And, as I said I was going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put these handgunners in his army to replace the crossbowmen.
This will bolster
Just because I like having more gunners, but I will leave the Stir River Patrol
Summon the
there.
Elector Counts.
Okay. Oh, hello, Balthazar Gelt. You have more of what I want.
Ready.
We need to keep a good line of infantry, though. So maybe I'll trade for one of the gunners. HWP Neon says Chaos Water is a good visual mod for the campaign map. Changes the look of water in Chaos Corrupted regions. Oh, dude. I will check that out. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, the game, like, it doesn't... The mods in the game don't take away so much from it that it's unrecognizable. I think they just amplify it.
Let us move.
Okay. Whew. I have a lot going on in this army. So maybe I could take some of these cavalry units. That's what I'll do.
Who calls?
Here we go. My decisions may come off as questionable, but I'm going to go ahead and trade them out there. I would like to have...
Wind of Shaman, I will.
Balthazar Gelt's voice is fucking cool.
I am ready.
This game.
Are you? That will work. On march.
Well, that worked.
Very well.
Great, I guess.
I will do this.
That's really weird. It must be because he doesn't have a lot of room to move.
Pick up the pace to strengthen the Empire.
There we go.
Ready.
Kind of get them the F out of the way.
I will marshal the men.
Looks pretty cool when you bring them all up into fortification mode.
And Emperor.
Who calls?
Just can't move anywhere. There's too much going on here at Naganhof. But since they're all here, I might as well go ahead and up my defenses in the area. So yeah, this game though, like I said, shoehorned me into the series. Made me kind of appreciate the lore more so. Ostermark is going to need more growth. So we're focusing on this region. But Castle Drakenhof, we're going to need to send a lord or two back down south. So let's go ahead and send Theodoric von Hassel to Sylvania. We need to make sure the denizens are happier. Eschen, Waldenhof. Maybe we could hold off on the aggressive growth of this faction for now. Waldenhof is bordered by a friendly Dwarven faction, Ungrim Ironfist. So the Dwarves are reliable. They are not backstabbers, but they do get envious of power. So if you grow too powerful, like the last person I ended up going to war with when I played Total War Warhammer 1, all the way through as the Empire, was Thorgrim Grudgebearer and the main Dwarven faction. And it sucked because we were allies through chaos and everything. We fought side by side through all of it. It just sucked to see it. But I'll go ahead and make sure that... Ooh, and this is good. The Night Watch is almost ready in Castle Drakenhof. Because this region, it needs a lot of love, needless to say.
So,
We'll move him the next turn to Drakenhof directly so that the capital is being overseen by a lord. We have a lot of lords up here. Some of which I don't think are really needed, but I may keep this guy in Fort Jakova. Fort Jakova is our next target. It's not going to be a fair fight, but I have a hell of an army with a lot of gunpowder and artillery and tanks, so looking forward to that. Somebody gained a rank. Give him an enchanted item. Goalkeeper. Yeah, this is the guy from Middenheim, Archlector Thyrus Leonardus from Middenheim. I never thought I would understand any of this shit. I'll just give him public order because... No. Yeah, that's right. He was here with Balthazar Gelt. Okay. Some of the things I might do, you guys might find cringe. I'm not a really great player, but I played a lot of Total War. So, thankfully I did that, which could translate this over to me playing this game.
True servant of Sigmar.
We're going to go ahead and move these units into his army. That was actually a mercenary army. I thought they usually disappeared when the battle was over, but it kept it, and I was helping Ostermark in the defense of, it may have been Wolfenburg or Castle von Rauken, I think, was where we were fighting. But yeah, it gave me the units, so I'll send them here. We'll get rid of him because
Awaiting orders.
Mindenheim needs some walls. As for him, I wonder if... Nah, we're going to go ahead. Because they're expensive. Beast Slayer, have one of any of the falling units. Suits and guns, mortars in the falling lord's army. Yes. Moving a character to the falling region. Salzenmund. Did we do that? It's a quest issued. Okay. The quests are worth it because you can complete them as you go, I feel like. Alright. I have a favor to ask of those of you that are watching the stream that might be new to it. If you have not already, please like the video because it helps the algorithm. And YouTube does not like little guys like me. So, just as a favor, I do appreciate it. On that note, we're about to go and lay siege to Fort Jakova and take it from the Greenskin faction of Bone Rattlers. Probably go up here as well and just clear this shit out because it's a threat. What is it? Karak Red Eye Mountain must be somewhere up here. I think it may be up here. We'll take Fort Jakova and leave it in force, and then we'll push north to take Kislev. Because Kislev's already fallen as a faction. We were allied with him since the beginning, enjoyed good relations, and I'm pretty sure in the lore of Old War Warhammer lore, Kislev and the Empire of Man have always been back-to-back, despite their fights and their wars in the past. They've always kind of relied on each other when stuff got truly... Well, you know, they were unable to handle anything, really.
It is for the best. Moving off by Sigma's right.
Ooh, what we got here? It's basically begging me to build this area up, so I think I will. This seems to be vulnerable, so we're going to go ahead and up the castle, build a village, which will give us more of... Yeah, the garrison's pretty pitiful. They're pretty vulnerable down there. There's nothing left to do but one turn. And then the next turn, we should be able to lay siege to Fort Jakova. HWP Neon says, yeah, religious differences between them cause tensions. Yeah, it's very true. Very true. And again, I'm new to some of that, so just viewers beware. I'm still learning, but it is interesting. A big Lord, I really like Lord of the Rings. Anything medieval fantasy, I like. So I have been dealing with constant sieges at this fort. This fort originally belonged to Marienburg, but the enemies that have been laying siege to this fort have usually lost. It usually tells me that I'll receive a valiant defeat, casualties high, but don't auto-resolve. Fight the battle manually. You have artillery, you have troops, you have reliable forces. Their hero units will try to get on the walls and take you down. However, if you look right here, something to keep in mind is their leader may or may not have a horse. Hey Max, welcome to the stream, sir. We're about to fight a defense at Fort Bushbray. Bushbray, I'm pretty sure that fort may actually have a inclination name to do with Bretonia. But yeah, if you look though, they have flying units which are weak. Fellbats, 1 unit. Yeah, they can hurt you, but the thing about Fellbats is they're expendable, easy to kill. They're not going to really do much damage because we're going to have melee units on the walls. Crypt Horrors are a threat, but they're not able to climb. The only thing they can climb with are these 4 units of Crypt Ghouls, which are just... They're infantry and they're pretty effective. And then this group of Skeleton Spearmen. They have cavalry and probably mounted heroes and the Crypt Horrors, which are going to have to go through the gates or maybe holes in walls. So because of that, we keep them at bay. We can probably thin their numbers down enough to, by the time they put the gates down, I will have these 2 units of Empire Knights cavalry at the fold. There's a ramp that recognize some of these maps. And we have great cannons, and I will fire upon them as soon as they enter. And after we hit them with a salvo, 2 if we're lucky, I will charge our Empire Knights into the fold, bring a unit off the walls infantry-wise, and have crossbowmen firing from the walls into their back, because those units, they're Black Knights and they're Crypt Horrors, and mounted heroes, if they have them on a horse, won't be able to get onto the walls to take down the crossbowmen. We will win this battle, and I'll show you how. Yes, welcome to the stream. Hope things are going well your way, Max. Guessing you're at work right now? And also, this stream, at the most, will be around an hour and a half from now. It'll be over. It's just a chill stream. We got stuff to do today. And I did take my family down to Point Pleasant, West Virginia. It's called the Mothman Museum. That was cool. Yeah, they technically have less forces than us. They just have more heroes and more power units directly to combat. But now if you look, we have more troops, but they have more powerful infantry. They're Fellbats. I don't dismiss Fellbats, but I don't worry about them. They're just a nuisance that can hurt you, kind of. Crypt Horrors are nasty, but they're not great at number, and they can only go through the gate. They can't climb. The Crypt Ghouls is going to be the main thing they use to climb our walls. And then, of course, they do have a lot of hero units. So look at there. We have a mounted hero next to his Black Knights. Now these heroes, the Red Duke, there's a Necromancer, which probably won't fight very once he gets into the fold. And we do have an Empire Captain. Every fort tends to get an Empire Captain by default. So the first thing I do, because when the games start, they usually focus most of their infantry on the left side and hits these walls, and they focus a lot of their forces on the main gate. So what I do when I'm preparing for a siege in this game, and some Total Wars that are similar, is I place, like for example, a garrison. You should have went to the bunkers where Mothman lived. We didn't have time. Like I said, it was the main reason of going down there was for my sister's graduation. The Mothman Museum was just a bonus. These cannons, I turned their fire wheel off so that they don't hit walls and friendly troops. Once they breach that gate, we might be able to fire a salvo and maybe kill one or two of the Crypt Horrors if we're lucky. These cannons do hurt. Our mortars, however, I will be placing closer. Right about here. And the reason for that is because of their cone. Their firing cone. So they'll immediately be able to hit. I don't waste time. Yeah, maybe it's not wasting time, but I don't spend time telling them individually to shoot at unless I'm in desperation. I won't waste time telling them to hit hero units, but I will tell them to focus on Black Knights and such, because you don't want these powerful units getting into the wall. They're going to focus on the gate and these walls here. That's usually what they do. So, for the sake of OCD, I will make sure my knights are right up here. I have them on standby. These are Empire Knights. HWP Neon says, hearing about the Mothman reminded me of that Mountain Monster show. It was an entertaining show. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Mothman, I grew up across the Ohio River, obviously in the state of Ohio, from where that legend and stuff took place. Silver Bridge collapse of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And so did Redbeard. We're from that area. So, back to the game. This is going to seem really goofy, but I always take my units before placing them on the walls. I think it's an OCD thing. It really doesn't matter where a lot of these units are, because we're dealing with Crypt Ghouls and Horrors. I know that their heroes are probably going to climb the walls here, so I'm going to put my Empire Captain here on the wall. The only reason I haven't given him a horse yet, well, actually, you can't give him one. Yeah. Which is good, though. I'd rather have him on the walls, able to fight enemy heroes. Okay, so we have our infantry, we have our crossbows. The first thing I'm going to do is place my crossbows. If a hero comes up here, that might be a different story. I'm hoping he does not, however. Actually, let's look. Is he mounted? Yes, a mounted hero. So, they have a bunch of cavalry, skeleton spearmen, which are weak. They can do damage if they outnumber you, and they usually do. Instead of your standard 120 number for fairly well-rounded infantry, the skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen, skeleton warriors, get 160 numerical advantage. So yeah, which is what the undead do, typically in universes such as this. So, I thought about, yeah, I'll leave these guys here, because from here, as the game starts, they're going to have more of a influence in the battle directly. But this is good also, because if they break through the walls, I'll be able to pull infantry back, and our cavalry, our Empire Knights, have the higher ground, can charge down, causing a bit of a fray. We will win this battle, like I said, but they are constantly attacking this wall, and fortunately I was able to reinforce this fortification and turn it into, I think it's tier 3 equivalent. I'd like to make it full on, because then I think it would be very hard for a fully stacked army even to take this fort. So, because most of the infantry is going to be attacking from this end, we have crossbowmen on all sides.
Crossbowmen!
Crossbowmen! Okay. So what I do is place swordsmen at different angles of the map. These guys have a bonus, the halberdiers, against larger units. So what I will do is place one here, should he be needed for the walls, and one here directly. I may remaneuver him so that they'll be able to kind of clog the hole, but I'll pull him back a little bit. That's what I'll do. Sounds like Austria's line infantry and Empire always outnumber your infantry. Yeah, dude. They were expensive, though. If you bought too many and you just didn't, keep it into, you didn't consider it, right? I think I'll put them over here, actually.
The Empire endures.
So...
We are Sigmar's heirs.
I'll put these guys over here. Oh, he's mounted. That's right, he's a mounted hero. I might be able to get away with keeping all halberdiers in reserve. And I can bring them on the walls if I need to. That's the beautiful part of it. I'll keep them here because then I can make the crossbowmen fall back, put them against the wall. That's normally what I do. So yeah. I know it seems like a lot, but your placement of your troops, you guys probably don't need me to tell you this, it does matter. Put them here because you want your anti-infantry presence to be strong on the walls. So yeah.
We are Sigmar's heirs, swordsmen. By Ulrich's wrath.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my crossbowmen in like the main fold and keep my infantry more powerful here.
The Empire endures.
I'll keep them here in case I need to place them there and keep a unit here. And I think we are good to go. These guys have had their fire at will turned off. Yeah, we're good to go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Time to start the battle. So they're going to start by moving all their heavy infantry and cavalry up forward. It might be an AI issue because they're definitely risking unnecessary casualties. Our towers are firing cannons, which is nice. Here comes the mortars, which is going to wither down their cavalry. The beautiful part about all this is that all our infantry, make sure these guys don't have their skirmish mode on because I don't want them to flee for any which reason. But yeah, the beautiful part about all this is I have all of this stationed in an area where they can kind of wither down. Like the crypt horrors are taking immeasurable casualties, right? What I'll do is I'll have this group focus on the crypt horrors attacking the gates. They probably won't be able to stop them. But look at that. These crypt horrors are always taking heavy, heavy casualty. These forts, admittedly, are some of my favorite things to defend. Here we go. This is good. This is very good. So these guys... Oh, I didn't mean to pause. These guys... Come on, baby. I want to make sure that my hero confronts their hero when he comes up the wall. And the heroes are fighting. The enemy lord is wounded. Look at the casualties they're taking already. Their crypt horrors have already, like, been unbound. The fell bats will hurt your... Yeah, we'll send these swordsmen over. I'll get these halberdiers in position where they can kind of pin the enemy in place. There we go. Yeah, the fell bats are falling apart, however. There we go. Get the swordsman involved. Allow the... Oh, we made an issue there. So, we need... Their crossbowmen are taking casualties right now. Yeah, they're losing badly. I'll have our greatswords come over here. The wall's holding. There we go. Here we go. And now, it's about time for the charge. I don't know if this is worth it, but... We'll see if we can't fire the great cannon. One more. We got 2 more shots, I think. Fire. Our halberdiers should be holding their line just fine. Move them up a little bit. And we'll get our cavalry in position for the charge down the hill, should they need to be implemented. I don't think they will, to be honest with you. Because the fight on the wall...
Ready for war! Let us take the ground! Form a ring of steel!
Form our...
We are ready!
There we go.
For Heldenhammer!
This is really good.
Shields up for the Emperor! Form a ring of steel!
We'll pull them here. They're probably not even going to be needed because the battle here is going really well. We did have some crossbowmen fall back. But again, it doesn't cost you anything. Your warriors are rallying. Now, we beat their ass. You just gotta, like, not freak out, essentially. We won the battle. Close victory. And then you look at the casualties. We lost 206 men and all of them died. Mousillon is a faction that originally, I think, historically belonged to Bretonnia, was one of their main areas, but they were corrupted by vampirism. So they're a Bretonnian vampire faction, and I really just didn't like them, so I gave them the bird, and then they started sending armies to my forts trying to penetrate my... But they can't get in, which is hilarious. Is hilarious. Okay. And I always just kill the captives of enemies. Unless it's somebody that I want to be allied to, like maybe I have a disagreement with a Dwarven faction. I don't want to keep that bad blood, right? So I do everything I can to avoid said bad blood. Ooh. Wrestling's camp.
Come, men, forward!
I'll use this guy to keep scouting the regions in the north. What is this?
You summon me.
Look at that. Good item, basic armor. I know I'm kind of going fast, but this, you just get used to this. Picker, painter. Wherever he goes, he's going to be a lot more beneficial. Assault units. Hold the line. We need to up this place's defenses, admittingly. So we'll do that.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Oh yeah, we can go attack Fort Jakova now. Let's see who else they're allied with, greenskin-wise. The Bone Rattlers. They have no allies, and they're at war with two different Skaven factions. You know what?
Attack!
Let's leave it. We'll encircle it. I could probably bring Balthazar up as well. I don't think that we actually need it, but...
To strengthen the Empire.
You know what?
Do not waste
Balthazar might be needed down here. But we're going to send him and Quicksilver, his mount, down there. Looks like Sylvania is trying to push south. We need to take Beshaven, so we're taking Fort Jakova as a choke point. Also, because the greenskins up here do hold some of the mountains. But I do plan to take these parts of the mountains back and give it to the dwarves. I don't know, though. I haven't decided yet, because the dwarves may get envious of power again. The map's a lot bigger, though. We might not have to deal with that anytime soon.
Praise Sigma. By Sigma's right.
You can always use another hero.
Onwards. Onwards.
And we'll leave this guy here to keep some order. Oof. Yeah, the vampirism is spreading. Vampiric corruption. That's not good. But the good thing is, we can build maybe a Night Watch. Castle Drakenhof has a Night Watch. It actually doesn't even need a Lord anymore, I don't think. The Templehof, maybe it needs one more. That's where we'll send Theodoric. There we go. Maybe didn't even need him really, but that's fine. We also have the Edict down for the Sigmarit Dogma. So yeah, that should work out really well in our favor. I've been wanting to stream Total War for quite some time. I just didn't know with the games that I play if it would go well. I say we go ahead and smash Fort Jakova. HWP Neon says, yeah, the Red Duke used to be the Duke of Aquitaine, a great ruler who killed a dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Then during a quest, got hit with a poisoned weapon and died a few days later due to rise as a vampire. That's fucking cool. Dude, Warhammer is great. There's so many games out for Warhammer 2 that other people must be envious. My god. Yeah, that's really sad. The Red Duke, which is a cool name. But I just don't really like playing as, like, corrupted factions. I think the only reason I would probably enjoy playing is... I wouldn't want to say bad guy factions, because that's way too black and white, and Warhammer is not black and white. But I want to play as factions that have big monsters and stuff. I think that would be really fun. But it is fun to play as the Empire of Man. So it says we'll have a decisive victory. I'm still going to fight it for the sake of the stream. So yeah. Ignore my ridiculously gigantic water bottle. Looks like a giant infant's bottle. Oh yeah. Reichland versus the Bone Rattlers. Yeah, but this game, Warhammer's lore is amazing. It does satiate what I feel like I need more of concerning that. So here's another cool thing to mention for the sake of it. I said there are special unit variant types, which HWP Neon already knows this, I'm sure more than me. But on top of the already good units we have, the Vanguard deployment option is really cool for the Stir River Patrol. The Stir River Patrol is a special group of crossbowmen that you can get every so often as a special unit from Stirland. Once you have them in the Empire's fold, as the Elector Count joins you in Confederacy, you can build the Stir River Patrol, I found out. And they're really cool, and they shoot flaming arrows. Flaming bolts, I should say. The faction we're going to be fighting is going to get massacred. Can we just point out how hilariously huge the Ogre Cavalry is? Monstrous Mornfang Cavalry. They're so badass, dude. But I'll always love the elegance and imperialism look of the Reichsguard. That's why I chose them for the thumbnail. Really fucking cool. And it looks like we're going to have a hero unit joining us over here. Which, he won't be needed, but we'll bring him into the fold of the army. So what I do, though many would say is extremely unfair, we'll use the Stir River Patrol Vanguard to fire some shots.
Man-eaters!
Man-eaters! I love it. Ogres are gross, but I can't wait to learn more about them and the Maw and their beliefs. I think it's going to be really cool. I think we'll put them to the left.
Guts out, boys!
Guts out, boys! Yeah, I really like how they handle their war chants and such. Then we have our mortars. Last but not least is the put them on the outside there. It's gonna go really badly. Usually does. But there's just something to appreciate about the raw power of the Imperium of Man, despite the fact that they don't naturally get a lot of big people, big species joining them, right? Despite that fact, they're incredibly intimidating as a faction.
Show us the foe! Yes, General!
Show us the foe! They probably won't make contact with us, is my guess. But we'll see. You know, they've surprised me before.
Cavalry!
Cavalry! I love it. Okay. Turn off skirmish mode. We'll keep their skirmish mode on in case I'm negligent. Bring the halberdiers to the left of this Emperor's Wrath steam tank and spearmen the right of here.
Mornfang Cavalry!
Yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Crossbow ready, General!
Bigger force than I thought it would be. Got some orc boys.
Reichsguard Knights! For the Helden!
Oh yeah.
Mornfang Cavalry!
Let's get him over.
Crossbowmen! Go!
We'll go ahead and pull him back because I really don't want them to get caught in the fray unnecessarily. Yeah, you need to fall back, boys.
Show us the foe!
But yeah.
General!
I am so looking forward to this.
Taking position!
Tribe on them!
All right, let's send the Reichsguard in.
Guns out, boys!
We are single.
Fuck yes. It's not going to end well for them. That much is certain.
Victory will be ours.
Send some leadership their way. All right. Give them the gunpowder, boys.
Great swords. Yes, sir. Quickly.
I don't know that they're even needed at this point.
Great swords. Yes, sir.
Woo. Here we go. Draw them in.
Crossbow ready, gentlemen.
I love it, dude. Fuck it. Send in the Mornfang cavalry and smash them. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's just snippets for me as well, but it's super enjoyable. Like,
Great swords. By Ulrich's
all right,
What do you bid? Taking position.
all right. So we'll get these guys to stop firing because they're probably hitting our own men.
Hold fire for now. Yes, my lord. Quick march. Mortars.
Very nice.
Moving out, sir. For old
Our friends didn't have to do a fucking thing. Yeah, they got mowed down. It was pretty awesome.
the empire endures.
And I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, it's just about having a nice balanced army. We'll send these ogres back over this way. The Mornfang cavalry is just cruel. Orc boys, goblin archers. Archers are an asshole faction, honestly.
What do you bid? No lingering.
Yeah, we'll send these guys forward. At this point, it's just a matter of mopping up.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Ooh,
Moving faster.
take him down.
Ready for war.
Yeah, Karaberg Greatswords are a really gnarly unit. Like, their lore being coated in blood. It was quick. I mean, but look at how many orcs were dropped. So,
What do you think? Detachments move. March as
very
one.
cool.
The empire endures. Great sword.
Kind of fucked up, isn't it?
Show us the foe.
Gush out, boys!
Gosh out, boys! We'll send in the Mornfang. We'll send the ogres over this way to help Karl Franz. Or really to
Thundering
mop up those archers. The Mornfang cavalry are doing a good job. Now, where is our Reichsguard?
Guard knight.
Exactly where they should be. Really.
That's an order. Take position.
Oh yeah, they're
For
done.
Warhammer. By God,
They've attained a pretty good rank too.
Formation, march.
Ah, there we go. There's a target for him.
We'll wait your
Want to mop them up because we just want to take this. We want to take this place, occupy it, turn it into ours. They just didn't wah enough. No, they definitely weren't ready to wah. We wawed them.
By Ulrich's wrath. No.
hungry!
Hungry! Ogres are kind of gross, but
Foe.
very terrifying faction.
Try. Mornfang cavalry!
Ogres are fast enough too because of their stature and their steps.
Ogres attack!
Ogres attack!
Man. Sigmar.
Oh yeah.
Crossbow ready, general. Swordsman.
Let's get these swordsmen out of the way. That's Ulrich's. Yeah, the Swords of Ulrich are a really cool, unique sword unit. I want to replace
I command here.
all of my
Reichsguard
swordsman unit with those. At least like the traditional line infantry swordsman. That's what I want to do. But yeah, the Mornfang cavalry are expensive, but they're amazing, so I just keep them. I love the ogre units.
ready for war. Go.
All right, so those orcs got away.
Yes. Birds at the ready.
Send in the steam
Moving now.
tanks.
The empire endures. Rah!
Doing a good job. Here we go.
Wise counsel.
Oh man, it was too...
Reichsguard knight.
That's all right. We did it. We mopped him up. Battle is over. Phew. The casualties are going to be stupid. Yep, ogres are amazing. Basically food in the Great Maw, says Neon. Dude. I'm just going to refer to you as Neon if that's all right. Decisive victory. We lost 9 people. Dear God. Well, the truth is the Greenskip factions, I've been told, are very challenging to play as. The Great Maw is cool. Wasn't it? It's a meteor location, right? I'm pretty sure it's where a meteor hit, but it literally looks like a Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. So that's interesting. I feel like it's more than just a meteor crash site. Yeah, they value food more than anything. I know that ogres even carry hunks of meat into battle with them because they're always hungry. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we took Fort Jakova. We're going to turn it into a part of our empire. We're just going to occupy it.
Summon the
Paragon
antidotes.
achievement. Have a level 30 lord. Carl Franz is level 30 in my campaign, but he that happens pretty quickly if you utilize him. He's already got Deathclaw. Has had him for quite some time.
Yes, my lord.
We do have orcs up in the mountains. So
What does the Emperor bid?
I will go ahead. Wow, dude.
Ready.
Yeah, Fort Jakova is ours. Needs walls. We're gonna push north towards Kislev. Who got? Yep, General of the Empire. Against vampire counts. I don't want to give him that because the vampire counts are almost dealt with. Campaign line of sight is more valuable, and Untainted is always useful though. Well, actually, he could have been used for the fort up here now, couldn't he? Our population surplus here isn't good enough, but we can actually upgrade our fort here for Helmgott. Its population surplus is enough to build an imposing fort. And I'm pretty sure Fort Sol is already an imposing fort. Okay, so yeah. You can issue edicts even in these small ones. You know, it says, yeah, one of the dragon princes in Cathay, I think Zhao Ming, but I could be mistaken, launched a meteor to kill the ogres, and thus the Great Maw was born. That is so fucking cool. I cannot wait until that part of the map is extended. Which is going to be in the east, obviously. Because Grand Cathay is like, kind of, I don't want to be ignorant, but kind of the China of this faction. I like that they're incorporating that. Greenskins are fun to wipe out in regular Warhammer and 40k. I think playing as them would be interesting. I like playing as man, more so. Military might of
Bring me to my
man,
men.
gunpowder and mercenaries and tanks. However, though, I think the Greenskins would be challenging. You'd have to really use just the raw of war and... Oh, yep, our Night Watch was built in Eastern Sylvania, like I said earlier, so that's good. Eschen needs more of a garrison, I think. Nagenhof is doing okay, but its vampiric corruption is awful. We need to take Bakaven. We're going to send Karl Franz that way. I only sent Balthazar Gelt here because these guys are kind of encroaching into... Ooh. This place is well defended. We'll need a big army to take it down. I try not to fight these neutral minor factions, if you can call them that. For example, the elves up here. It's a very tiny area.
Highborn.
And I don't think they have a bone to pick with us, so I'm trying to not... Dark elves are gross. Let's see, greenskins. High elves are pretty interesting. And then there's the wood elves, right? And the Skaven are nasty. Order princes. Let's see if they'll do a non-aggression with me. Nope, they're still distrustful. They're pretty powerful, though, right now. They have attained a lot of land. Wow, dude. Some factions in this I just don't recognize yet. Let's see. Pirates of Sartosa and the Vampire Coast. Wood Elves.
Lady of the Azray.
Yeah, getting them to kind
Your
of...
coming is ill-starred. By all means.
I don't want to have a bone to pick with the elves. I have no issue with them whatsoever. So we'll let the non-aggression pact work its magic. I just want the Imperial lands around it.
The nation
Nordland might be one of the most difficult ones to bring into the fold, but I only have really 3 major ones, and every 20 turns they'll offer Confederacy as long as you keep them in their good graces of 10. Like Hochland is ready, Talbotland is ready. Nordland is not far behind, and Ostland, it won't be impossible to get them where we need to get them. I have attained all the other lands through Confederacy, but at the start of this campaign, I did go to war with, what is it, Wissenland, I think, Weissenland? Their capital is Nuln, and I conquered them, and people didn't like that, but they seceded from the Empire, And I think they waged war on us. So I was like, well,
Protector of the weak.
your choice, really. Trying to keep a decent little garrison here, but
Servant of Sigmar.
Hidden Stag has the most imposing garrison. I also like that Warhammer 2 kind of brought more cities into the fold. Well, but I wish Kislev was already a fleshed out faction. It got wiped out. If I bring Ostland, well, let's look again, right? There's 7. If I bring them into the fold, that gives me most of the north. However, these assholes took Erengrad. I have every intention of keeping the Empire united. So we'll just keep pushing north. The beautiful thing is, Southern Oblast, Eastern Oblast, Northern Oblast. Yeah. There's no, like, Northern Oblast, I don't think. Yes, there is. Troll country. Okay. Save again. Looks like we're getting a notification. I love these reminders, actually. Talisman, nothing to give. Scribe. We'll give him... Karl Franz, we'll give him something, because you can reassign them, fortunately. That's the beauty, is they're not stuck to that use to the individual. I like Brass Lunged, but we're going to do Fervent. Because this area
Command here.
has some corruption that needs to go away.
To the provinces.
The nation calls. Now,
Well,
I am Prince and Emperor.
we'll leave it there for a turn. There's not a lot for them to recover, and he needs to... Hey, Paul. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, sir. Playing a little Warhammer. About another hour, and the stream will be done. Just a short Sunday stream to make up for no Weekly Ramble this week. So, yeah, trying to stream more, so it goes with it. Okay, so Karl Franz is 30. And I don't know if your characters are maxed out at 30. I wish they would let you just keep going. I do. Okay. Okay. Go to their skills. What skill do we want as his level 30 skill? Yes, I do have a standing desk. Yes, sir. Yep, standing up right now. I like to be able to just kind of shift around, but I do sit down sometimes in my stream. Or maybe, normally our streams are on Saturday, and they go for 4 hours. So, you know, I want to stand down. So sit down after that. Stand down! No, but I want to sit down after so long. So lazy. Reichsguard, Imperial Special Forces. It's really cool. Pistol Corps. Imperial Gunnery. Jesus. I like the thought of Quartermaster. We'll make his army cheaper. Logist. Yes. Alert. Deadly Onslaught. The Sigmar's Ward would probably be helpful to toughen him up. We'll do Quartermaster. I'm a cheap ass.
Praise Sigmar.
And...
This will bolster the nation. I will
let's see
marshal
here.
the men. Onwards.
We'll let him keep these crossbowmen.
So? Yes, my lord. Step to it. The Empire.
And we'll send him north. Keep him into Nagenhof. Okay. What needs to be fortified? Standing desk is a godsend, by the way. Because I just get restless and don't like to sit, or I don't like to sit all the time. Yeah, this fort needs to have needs some love. And, okay, so it needs... Aw, we don't have enough. Not quite enough. Okay. Everybody's just getting promoted left and right. Do that. No enchanted items to give him. And skills. This guy's different. He's more of like the pioneer type heroes. Protection. Brass lunged. Survival expert. Really cool. He's in Wartbad. I haven't...
The Emperor bid?
Better public order, which is needed in Wartbad. We'll go ahead and use that with the last of our finances for the turn. Save our game. Remember, we're pushing north. Keeping in the good graces, we'll push north to Kislev. Once we take Kislev, because I want the capital of the Southern Oblast in my possession. But then we'll march on Beshaven. So, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. We'll send the Empire's army, and we'll let Colt von Bluten here, with his garrison of fairly well-trained crossbowmen, stay in Fort Jakova, which has a small garrison of its own, but we are going to need to build it up. I'm just glad that it has a tavern, so that its denizens aren't too pissed off by, you know, everything and anything.
By the comet.
Altdorf is holding its own, dude. No, that's Achendorf. Achendorf or Achendorf. I don't know how you'd pronounce it. And then there's Pildorf. And then Altdorf. Which I'm doing its roads up, but I do plan to build some pretty unique buildings there. I'm pretty sure we already have the population surplus to build the city-state for Altdorf. And our technology is almost researched for continuous production, which is going to give us cheaper per construction costs, which we need because we need to build up some of our regions we've taken in the past so many turns. And but I like the diplomatic corps down here. It's expensive, but your diplomatic relations can be better. So I can have better diplomatic relations with the dwarves, which I might do. Bretonia, which is vital because the Empire is in this location that if you unite it and have good graces with all your fellow humans or, you know, your dwarven cousins, maybe I couldn't say cousins, but the dwarves, then you're good to go. Everybody is watching everybody's back. The vampires lost a long time ago.
No.
I gotta say, his nasty, nasty undead mount is really cool looking. But I think Vlad von Karstein is a cooler hero unit. Harkin might be my favorite thus far, and that's just based off of a lack of lore knowledge, so just a personal preference thing. See where everybody's at. Ostland is the most powerful, it looks like. Alright, we'll end our turn. Confederation. It looks like the High Elves confederated with another High Elf faction, and Clan Mulder declared war on Ostland, I believe.
Speak. I will hear you now.
Oh, von Karstein's got something to say. A peace treaty? Yeah, no. You hold Imperial lands. How dare you? It's always weird when they do that, too. Yeah, so it looks like the High Elves are becoming more powerful. I like that you can peruse these while the turns are ticking, though, up on the screen. It's really cool. Okay. Okay. Salvage plunder. You find out that a cargo ship containing treasure rightfully belonging to you, plundered by your very own men from the temple cities of Lustria, had recently arrived in Marienburg. The cargo ship was not of your state, however, its crew had claimed the plunder as salvage after your own prize transport galleon shipwrecked on some uncharted rocky islet out on the great ocean. You send your retinue to Marienburg to forcibly claim what you consider to be rightfully yours, which will at least cover the cost of your lost galleon. Upon arriving, however, they discover the cargo ship containing your treasure belongs to Nordland. Flex your bureaucratic muscles to recover the cost of the ship via subtle politicking. I don't want to lose any fealty with Nordland because I do want them to join the Confederacy, right? To confederize with the Empire and grow, strengthening our resolve and our strength in the north. So we have a lot of prestige up here. I mean, a shitload from just conquering lands and claiming Imperial lands and confederacies. So we're just going to appeal to electors.
Your reach grows yet further, great lord.
Holy shit.
Your endless victories are
Capture
changing
objective
the very
successful. I
fates
just gained
themselves.
8,000
The
treasury.
world
Jesus
falls before
Christ.
Your incredible power.
Hell yeah. Technology researched. I can't wait until the ogres, I can actually see them recognized as a faction distant off in the mountains far to the east. I cannot wait until that's a thing. That is an area that I cannot wait to see fleshed out on the map. It's going to be such a big campaign map, and I'm looking forward to like no other. Balthazar Gelt is an architect. Nice. But successful. What is this? Amass a treasury of 10,000. And then you have to give away 5,000. That's stupid. With fresh observation, the celestial wizards are closer to definitive reading, but their astrolabe requires their astrolabe, I think, requires certain adjustments and intricate additions in order to perform the calculation. The latter will require rare materials, which will not come cheaply. Reward: fund the astrolabi adjustments. Sure. Chapter objective issued. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack 20 different settlements. Current total 0 of 20. This time will be known as the Age of Franz. Not since Magnus the Pious has there been an emperor so beloved of his people and successful in bringing the provinces under Sigmar's banner. Such glory infuriates the dark gods, and they will strike hard to destroy the dynasty of the Reichland princes. Unite the last of the realms, for chaos comes. That's my goal. Gal Miraz. With the funds secured, the Emperor orders his factors to secure the necessary raw materials so that the required additions to the astrolabi can be made. Quest issued. I have to beat greenskins in 3 battles. Shouldn't be too hard, which means we'll probably push into the mountains. Assault garrison. I'm guessing that's at our Marienburg fort. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it be. Fortunately, forts don't really play a lot into your people's happiness because it's a fort. You know what I mean? I don't really think that explains itself. Ooh, moving towards Kislev.
Summon the Elector Counts. Fight for our nation.
Well, that'll take care of one of our battles, right?
Let us move.
Fort Jakova. Okay. Let's see what we can...
Praise Sigmar.
We can already get another Emperor's Wrath steam tank. I won't do that, but... More Swords of Ulrich. Does this army need that, though?
Bring me to my men.
No. No, it does not. Shielded and Frenzy. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have quite the army here, honestly. Probably, recruit them here. Use them to take the Red-Eyed Mountain. They're building forces. They are angry.
To the provinces.
Okay.
To strengthen the empire.
Nachenhof. Here we go.
I am ready.
Where the fuck do you think you're going? Oh boy, that's not good. That's not the wild. Oh boy. Yeah, let's upgrade Needling, because yeah, I have a bad feeling about that. Is the Griffin Wood well protected? Oh, it is huge. Shit, we might have to fight them too. Got like, what is it? Like 43 minutes, 42 minutes before the stream's over. So, Kislev. Tempted to buy one of those special units, as opposed, I could use them to replace the Spearmen. Spearmen are pretty invaluable. Well, if it was 4 turns later, I could do the Eldred's Guard, which are a pretty good unit of special Spearmen. Got plenty of Emperor's Wrath steam tanks, artillery. Yeah, they've turned Kislev, sacked Kislev level 3. That's gross. When the crap pile gets too big and the horde of shiny stuff too large to shove on a cart, it's time to stop moving. I love the slang of the orcs, like orc boys, orc biggins. Like, it's really cool. These Skaven are gonna have to be dealt with too. Oh, you piece of shit. Okay.
Who calls?
Fort Jakova I'm a little concerned with, so I may actually, I know they come off as expensive, but I'm going to purchase these guys to bolster the garrison.
Now?
How much are you going to be? That's 842 a turn. Emperor's Wrath tanks are expensive. I won't do that. Can I purchase regular, just spearmen? And no, I don't want to do that. Essen can grow more so, but let's look at Sylvania. Does Sylvania have... Okay. Eschen. What about... Okay, so the forts are still being built. The Moot needs some love. Yeah, it's almost clear of any vampiric nastiness. Alright, Aberheim. Don't want to neglect our southern provinces either, but for now, I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, we have a group of Caribou Greatswords. We have like 4 of them total. And we do have a group of the Eldred's Guard here in Marienburg. I'm glad we built walls for it. Gorsel needs to have walls built, but it needs a level 3 castle. But Arnau has a pretty good garrison. And then Boris Todbringer is at Wrecker's Point, which has a pretty good garrison on top of his forces. Oh, okay. He can get an Imperial Pegasus. That's cool. In Warhammer Total War 1, without, any other games added, he could only have a Barded Warhorse. So stuff was still getting fleshed out at that time. Emperor's Finest. His infantry focus is really cool. We'll do Pistol Corps as well. Yeah. Who else got a promotion? Who else, I say? Ooh. Okay. Skill. Iron Disciplinarian. Midtime.
Warrior of
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. We will be taking Kislev next turn.
By the comet.
Fort Jakova. Must be well protected. We need to, build a Night's Watch. Fort Jakova, I think. Night's Watch. Watching Game of Thrones recently with my girlfriend. We watched it again. So anytime I see Night's Watch on here, I just think of that. Eschen. Does Eschen need it if it is in between factions? I don't think so. We might focus more on resources for Eschen. There's growth for the paved roads, and then there's Weaving House. We'll do a Weaver's House, yeah. It's 709.
For a bid.
Boot.
Huntsman General.
Okay. I think we're good now. Time to end turn. We have one other thing, and it looks like technology, of course. I'm glad the game saves you from skipping a turn without having a resource selected. Rifled barrels would be good for crossbowmen and handgunners, which is one of our saving graces in our armies. We've already got the Elector Counts bonuses, which is really helping us win them over. Additional tradable resources produced, 8%. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's bring in them. We need more money. Okay. Okay, so Balthazar Gelt and 2 of his Empire captains are in this area. My concern?
Supreme Patriarch.
Oof.
Do not waste my potential.
Does Essen have a bigger... or Nidling? It's about the same, isn't it?
You summon me.
It is about the same. Okay.
It is time.
They're trespassing, though. Hey, Dwarves, Greenskins, High Elves, Norska, Skaven, Gross, King, Tomb Kings, ooh. Vampire Coast, Wood Elves. These guys are trespassing. Yeah, they don't like me, so if they wage war on me, if they actually attack Needling or whatever, then I'm going to immediately recruit the Empire's Wrath Steam Tank. I can't afford it right now. I'm going to recruit it, and I'm going to hit Mordheim with an army. I don't care. Yep, that's what I'll do. Okay, Fort Jakova is occupied by some decent units, and we're sending Emperor Karl Franz north. We need more Imperial authority before we accept a Confederacy, though. Yes, we do. We need to keep our authority up, but we will have a chance to help one of the Elector Counts. They'll be attacked. You do that through either sending mercenaries or a trained force to assist them in the defense of one of their fortresses. Failure to assault the garrison of Fort Jakova. Oh, wow. A close victory. Battle will take place outside of the settlement. Okay. Well, why not? We'll go ahead and fight this battle. That we will. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Manfred von Karstein is getting pretty desperate. He's attacking a place without a numerical advantage, or at least one that big enough to make a difference. We have a garrison of 1,200 Reichland soldiers. It's saying it could be a pretty even battle, but, with that being said, he's attacking me, which means we have the defensive advantage here. A lot of swordsmen. We should just fuck with him.
We serve friends.
We'll put these guys here. Hit him in the ass, honestly. I'm going to use my Empire captain, who is on horseback, fortunately, to lure them towards the middle of the map near this Sigmar statue. Okay? And we will lead them this way. By that time, we'll have all our guys set up and ready for defense.
Swordsmen! Spearmen!
Oh, yeah.
By Ulrich's wrath!
And as for these guys, we will hold them off until it's time to strike. Start battle. Alright, come on, Puddin' Pop. I'm right here.
At your service! Yes!
Don't give yourself away, boys.
Swordsmen!
Moving out, sir!
Moving! For the Emperor!
If they give themselves away, the army will turn heel and run. We'll walk him this way. Von Karstein's forces are pretty nasty. They have a corpse cart. I've never seen one of those before. That is fucking disgusting. That is awesome. Ugh. Yeah, the bodies are moving. I feel like a hand that's like waving. Ugh. Then Von Karstein is on top of his undead mount, fuming with pestilence. It's disgusting. It's so gross. These guys are quick. These are skirmishers. So I'll be sure to utilize them. Once they get out into the open, they're faster than the Rohirrim, Lord of the Rings. They're amazing.
Into battle!
Alright.
Heading out!
Oh yeah, they're bull rushing us now.
Yes, General!
Okay.
Quick march!
To battle!
We're going to separate them, use them to skirmish the enemies. I don't think the enemy has any ranged units either. No, they don't. Ernst Helstein.
The Empire endures!
Alright. Here we go.
We serve the Emperor!
Go!
Yes, sir! Quickly! Go!
Alright, boys. It is time.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Whew.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Almost heat-seeky, boy.
Quickly!
Let's go ahead and turn these guys' automatic thing off.
Crossbows ready, General!
All up at speed!
Moving now!
Yep.
Ready for war! Moving out!
Okay.
Empire endures!
Let's pull them back a little bit.
Yes, sir! Quickly! At speed! What do you bid?
All right.
Sigmar calls!
By Gal Maraz!
Let's send in our skirmishers now. Now we should be able to reliably hold the line, I would think.
Yes, sir! Quickly!
Scriptors.
Foundation! Raise your weapons!
Come on, baby.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Have him assist.
Attack! Attack!
Oh, yeah.
Bowman!
If anything, we'll just focus on him.
Swordsman! Sigmar!
Ready!
Ready!
Yep. Run away, boys.
Glory to the Empire!
To battle!
Fall back. If anything, they're keeping some of the enemy forces at bay.
Yes, my lord! Sigma calls!
Alright. So Von Karstein's being a little bitch baby boy, so...
Crossbows ready, General! Taking position!
So let's make sure that our archers are in a distance safe away. We'll send our captain back that way.
For Heldenhammer!
To battle!
You just need to clog the hole more than anything. Yeah.
For the Empire!
Crossbowmen!
Push them away. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir!
Okay, so we're doing good now.
For the Empire!
We've been doing good the whole time, really.
What do you bid?
I'm waiting for him to bring that corpse cart down.
To war!
By Gal Maraz!
Swordsmen!
All right.
Crossbowman! At speed! Yes, General! Ready? No lingering!
Here we go. Get these skirmishers to hit the corpse cart from the back.
My comrades!
Okay. Should be hitting him a lot more now.
State troops! Ready! Must be on call! Ready for war! Missiles at the ready! At speed! Get them!
General!
Yeah, Von Karstein's putting up a pretty good fight, but... Oh. We're doing a good job.
The foe! For Heldenhammer!
There we go. Hitting him from all sides.
Seek it! Go!
They're basically done at this point.
Missiles ready! Crossbows ready, General!
Okay, here we go. Von Karstein's done. Close victory. It was not a close victory. We beat their ass. He's very much capable of shredding an army bigger than him. But fortunately, despite his early expansion, the elector counts really did stand united against him, and he wasn't able to push too deep into lands. He got on the border of Solent with Balthazar Gelt's forces. But the good thing is he didn't get much farther than that. There wasn't really anything else he could do. I never did ask if you guys could hear the game okay. I'm assuming you can. Nobody said anything. We just got 1,000 gold for winning that battle too. And that was just the garrison of Nagenhof that held off Von Karstein's army. It looks like Von Karstein is already wired a valiant defeat. What the fuck ever. It must be because the gates are still down. I bet that's why. We'll be fine. I'm confident that we'll be able to mow them down before they can make any real damage. Merovek Thugad. Might be able to mow them down before they really get to the wall. So we'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do. If you guys enjoy this, though, I will stream more Total War games. Warhammer. Okay. So the gates... No, the gates are fine. I don't understand. I also don't understand why it is telling me that... I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I wish it would just only affect the units that were actually hurt in battle. Because our artillery and stuff weren't really touched. Do the same thing we did for the cavalry. Put them up here. The beauty of being a defender, you know. And our great sword units. We'll go on the walls in a second. Halberdiers. Swordsmen. Beautiful cannon fodder. Our Empire captain, fortunately... Yeah. Okay, let's see y'all.
Crossbowmen! Ready for war! Crossbowmen!
Can we like spread them out a little bit more? There we go. That does better. I just like, I don't know. I like that spread. If they hit the wall, they don't get. They can at least not surround them. But the great swords up on the wall. Yeah, that should be good. Halberdiers. Be here. And we'll put our swordsman here. Actually, I don't want the Empire to be alone. Our captain to be alone. I think at this point, we should be good to go. Let's start the battle. I'm just waiting for our crossbowmen to absolutely wither. That's the problem, the black coaches. That must be what they're afraid of. They need to target the White King. Nasty. Yeah, so hopefully we climb the wall. We can get these guys to walk over. These are swordsmen, but they should be able to hold the line. Okay. So it looks like the White King is making his approach. Okay, that's...
Halberdiers! Detachments move! Move out!
Halberdiers are so cool looking, dude. So the Lord died. How did that happen?
Form a ring of steel! On my
How? Where'd he go?
swordsmen! Obey! Listen up!
That was a glitch, but I guess we'll take it.
Very well!
Wow, dude. So not going in their favor.
Moving now! That's an order!
That's so fucking funny. I don't know where that guy went. Okay, that's what it is.
Swordsmen!
Very nice.
Listen!
Yeah, they're withering these guys down. I am just about ready.
For the Warhammer! For the Emperor! Sigmar calls!
Getting anxious.
The enemy!
He's not really hurting.
Crossbowmen!
We'll just wither down his cavalry before he busts in. Hey, Axel. Welcome to the stream, dude. Just saw your comment. Yeah, playing some Total War Warhammer. We'll be quitting in about 24 minutes, unfortunately. Just a short stream. But apparently people like watching some Warhammer streams, so we might do this again in the future.
Head yours! I'll ready the men!
I'll ready them in.
The foe! Swordsmen! Shields up! Crossbowmen! Form a ring of steel!
Alright, we have these crossbowmen over here.
Swordsmen! Form a ring of steel!
Hell yeah, hit him.
Show us the foe!
He's gonna take forever to get through. We need to wither away the rest of this cavalry. Black Knights are a pretty cool unit, but it's nice to see them get just demolished, honestly.
By Ulrich's wrath! Shields up!
They're not really firing. It must be some kind of glitch of their placement. They should fire more so now.
Spot us the target!
That's what it is.
Hold fire for now!
Ah, okay.
Sigmar commands! Hold fire!
I forgot to turn off the skirmish mode. They're like stuck in this perpetual scaredy cat mode. Now they're all firing. Oh my god. We could have used that earlier. Yeah, these undead knights are getting hit with so many bolts that they're just falling apart. Oh man, that's awesome. Now we can destroy these death carts. This guy is desperately trying to break through the wall. I think Mussolini might be getting its ass beat by Bretonia, which would not surprise me.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Victory is in our grasp. Oh yeah. Let's watch this fall apart. So many bolts are hitting the carriage that it's just falling apart like Legos. I love it. Oh yeah.
Awaiting orders! Sigmar!
Fuck it. Hit him with the mortars. Fire away. I have a feeling their leader's just gonna fall back. Concerned with army losses? I mean, yeah. You barely scratched the surface.
Our steeds are restless! Hold fire for now!
Hold fire for now.
Move out!
Got our Empire Knights in position. It's the first time I've seen Total War Warhammer gameplay. It looks great. I'll totally go deeper into Total War games. It's worth it, Axel. And as somebody who only predominantly played historical Total War games, Warhammer Total War works very well. He only attacked me with 219 individuals. I don't understand why the AI does that sometimes. I always like a good defense. Give that one guy a medal for trying. I guess he was like smacking his old rusty sword against the gate. Empire soldiers are above him on the wall just laughing at him. Oh man. Maybe he should give up. He could probably sue for peace. And I'll let Bretonia deal with him because he's more of a nuisance. Bye-bye. You know. That had to piss him off. That was a player, dude. Wall succeeds. The world looked on in horror as the Wall swept over its doomed victims, all shudder in fear of being the next to suffer this cruel fate. Yeah, but where was that? Ambusher discovered. Another thing about von Karstein you gotta be careful is that they can raise an army very quickly. A lot of different individuals, trade gains, world events. Faction encountered Skullcrag. Ooh. The whispering is hilarious. Alright. Yeah, that dude definitely deserves a medal, Redbeard, I agree. Good job punching the gate and it not breaking. But good. Here's a medal for showing up, you know? Good lord. Alright, so we need to purge the unholy. Maybe we should take it before Kislev.
Bring me to my men.
Maybe not, though. But Kislev is right there. And its garrison's not very big. We could do one more battle for this stream, and I'd be happy with it.
To the provinces.
We'll do a barded warhorse for him. That's about all you get, my dude. Okay.
The nation
Fort Jakova is doing good, but its corruption appears to be going down. -1, yeah, it's doing good. But then there's this guy. We beat Arstein's ass. Dada the Wild. Dada the Wild. That's pretty intimidating, the Ensar. Castle Drakenhof. Is there anything to upgrade? Nothing. Just the vineyards. Just the vineyard. We let our resources gain more. We could probably have better relations with just men in general to fully unite them, right? That would be good. Too bad Kislev didn't survive. I always want to like carve a swath directly to Kislev to border them and then to just assist them in any encroachment they might be experiencing.
The Empire.
As for now, let's take Kislev, everybody. Wait. The Moot. Yeah, the Moot has been neglected. I agree completely. Then we can build walls around it. It can actually defend itself. Good slide. Yeah, it's being built.
Champion of the faith.
Champion of the faith. Port Soul. Population surplus. Got a Skaven presence, but so does this place. Ugh. Its Skaven presence is going down. This is the one Dwarven hold that I have under my control, but I just don't have the resources, nor do I really want to spare them. I think it's funny that Heinrich Kemmler got overtaken by Bretonia, and then Belagar Ironhammer took over this. King Lune Ironhammer. Very cool. Belagar is probably one of the coolest looking Dwarven lords in the game, in my opinion. Marienburg needs to be... Marienburg needs some love. Let's up its fortification. Boris, I'll leave him here for now. I'm just trying to keep some kind of a force in the north in case Norska gets too frisky.
What?
Doesn't seem like these guys want to dance. Man, they took all of Ostermark, though. Or, not all of Ostermark. They took... Mordheim. We're going to take Mordheim, and we'll leave them the Griffin Wood, but if they don't stop pushing, then we're going to have beef.
Summon the Elector Count.
Right, let's take Kislev.
War calls.
This is going to be a bloodbath. We'll fight it. I'd rather not just auto-resolve it. So, it would be cool if we could take the last Beckhaven. We'll do that in the next stream. But I don't know. There may be a jump in what takes place between this stream and the next because I do play this game pretty often. So, but I might hold off if you guys are having a good time watching it. I'm about to hit 3,600 subscribers on the channel. Nice. Very nice. Very exquisite. Has anybody here played Total War Warhammer before? Let alone Mortal Empires, of course. We're going to leave all our cavalry in the woods. You can't hide the ogres. That's the funniest thing about them. Oh my god. Okay.
Great sword.
Airbird great swords.
For Heldenhammer. Armed and ready. Handgunner.
Their range is better, so that's cool. Okay.
Crossbowman.
Put a tank on each side.
Ready for war.
They'll be able to take. And then we'll send these guys, smash the gates, and we have our mortars, of course. Is it good that they're... Okay, they're good. They're out of the trees, so that's all that matters. And, of course, Carl friends himself. Alright. Alright.
Let us go. Yes, sir. Quickly.
Oh yeah, send the tanks forward, baby.
Our weapons are yours.
Should be firing their mortars any second now.
Guns of null.
Come on, boys, let's fire. I have a feeling they're just glitching out. We'll move them forward a little bit.
Ready for war.
And our infantry we will slowly move up. Oh yeah, baby.
Armed and ready. Move formation. March. Sigma guides us.
All right.
Hold off.
Take it all.
Fuck them up, dude. Oh my god. Get them, friends. Oh yeah.
Show us the foe.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody.
As long as we outnumber them, we will hold.
As long as we outnumber them, we will hold. Gotta love the Imperium of Man. Just imagine whizzing bolts smacking into rock. How loud and agonizing that would be on the eardrums. Oh my god, that was awesome. Some of the animations are just stellar. We'll move our forces up. Our mortars are going off too, so we're good there. Infantry is moving up. Yeah. These orcs would never have held Kislev. Enemy gates are destroyed. We're going to move our mortars up to a position of power.
Reichsguard knights. Go.
Okay. Move our infantry up.
Great swords. Moving out, sir. Moving now.
We're going to send the ogres in to absolutely smack an ass. Get him. Oh, yes.
Awaiting orders.
Here we go.
To battle. No lingering.
There we go.
Mortar.
Send the mortars forward.
At your service. Crossbowman. Heading out. For Heldenhammer. For Heldenhammer.
All right, uncheck him.
Ready to engage.
Yeah, there's no skirmish mode for big boys.
Cavalry.
So they're guarding this wall as well. We'll definitely be drawing them out.
State troops ready.
Holy shit. Yeah, the ogres are beating the shit out of the hero unit, so that's hilariously excellent. And of course we have our handgunners. Yeah, Carl's up there having a heyday.
Do not stand idle.
Very powerful hero unit though.
Sigma.
Get him! Slaughtering him, it's awesome. So now the orcs are sending their orc boys back to defend the inner bailey of the castle before the keep. Is that the keep up there? I would love to fight level to level and take different parts of it. That would be amazing. That looks like a keep. These are some intricately huge... Loves those big guys in 40k. Oh yeah, amazing.
Prepare for combat.
Slaughter them.
Manators.
Yeah, you won't get very far, boys.
Mortar. Save ammunition.
I'd say fire on that position, really. What is this? The Ulrichs? Yeah, Ulrich swords. We'll send those guys that way. Because honestly, we'll send these. And the ogres up here. So bloodthirsty, it's not even funny.
Battle and blood awaits. On up, moving now. Go!
There we go. That's not even fair.
The Empire endures.
Warg Big Boss.
Swords.
They're dead.
To battle. My subjects call.
Get him. Get the big boss. I love that he hovers and glitches out a little bit. That's funny as shit.
For Heldenhammer. Quick march. March as one. Moving. Move out. Take the ground. Moving out, sir. Moving now. For Heldenhammer. Heading out. Moving out, sir. For France. Formation.
Yeah, we'll get the spearmen sent around the backside.
Our weapons are yours. Sigma.
Let's send Carl forward.
Great swords. Detachments move. The Empire endures. Move out.
Here we go. It's really not fair. Alright, let's mop him up.
Man-eaters.
We are Sigma's heirs.
There we go.
Attack.
Can they run inside of the fortress? Is that where they're going?
Mornfang
Well, if that be the case, it is where they're going. Let's send them. Send in the Mornfang cavalry.
Reichsguard knights.
Oh, yeah. Send them out that way.
Sir.
Essentially, it just looks like we're garrisoning the fort, which is cool as shit, so.
Ulrich's wrath. Kill everything. For Heldenhammer.
Kill everything!
Swordsman.
Mornfang cavalry.
They won't make it there in time, but that's fine. Yeah, imagine having this trundling look of, like, elephants being ridden by ogres. I like the culture behind the Mornfang cavalry, too. It's very cool.
Rampage this way.
Alright, here we go.
This way. Off we go. Thundering forth. Cavalry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Killing time.
Here we go. Ogres are scarier than orcs. They just don't give a shit.
For the Warhammer.
And send in the Reichsguard for a nice mop-up operation.
Hungry.
For France.
Oh, yeah. They thought they were getting away. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Upon them. The Empire endures. War.
There we go.
Reichsguard knights.
Eat 'em.
There we go. We'll send some ogres over to them. Ogre cavalry is just nasty. It's really expensive, though. But, I mean, you are paying for that, so... Be broken after fighting that. There's just no way.
Quick march. Get them.
Meat.
Yes, my lord.
Killing time.
Ready for war. My rule is absolute. For the Warhammer.
Kill his ass, and they can turn around, so he's got him distracted, I was about to say.
We are Sigma's heirs. March as one.
Mornfang cavalry.
Reichsguard knights.
Eam.
Oh, boy.
Mornfang cavalry.
They're very big, like, beast of burden, almost, but they're mean.
For Heldenhammer. Warhammer! Ready! On our way! Let us go!
I love it.
Sigmar's heirs!
Thundering tribe on the move!
Yeah, ogres are mean as fuck. They don't care. Don't play by any rules. Phew.
Send us out!
Munch 'em!
Right Scard!
It's not fair.
Dead, dead!
They're so fucking big. Euclid, Abal the cannibal. Oh my god.
Take it all!
Right.
Right Scard Knights!
Man-eaters! Looking for meat!
Looking for meat.
Bring supper!
That's all they care about is food.
Mortar!
Perpetually
On
starving.
our way! We serve the Emperor! Standing by! Moving!
Alright.
Right Guard Knights!
Yeah, I'm just mopping up at this point. Decisive victory. Woo! Yep. We took 65 men losses, which means that our forces are plenty strong enough to take the last vampire stronghold. We took Kislev, literally the capital of the former lands of Kislev, from the what are they called? Is it the Bone Rattlers? Greenskins? It almost seems like they're a hard faction to play as because I've never really had a challenge fighting them. Probably just not have to know how to use them. Miracle advantages, maybe.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Ogre mercenaries arrive. I can hire more mercenaries. With a great crump, 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 a large group of ogres has appeared nearby. Though generally expected to attack and plunder any settlement they come across, it seems they do not seek a fight, at least not immediately. Oh yeah. But are looking for most lucrative call to battle they can find. Who, untroubled by morality or questions of good and evil, ogre mercenaries could be a great boost to your battle rank should you choose to hire them. Yep. And they are pretty awesome. Very useful. Needless to say. So yeah, if you take one of your hero units, you can actually go and hire them. And,
I am Prince and Emperor.
nice. I love that they're letting us rank higher than 30 now. I hated that that was the limit because I wanted to keep beefing my lord up, man. Like, that's what I wanted to do. Our force is hard to hit. Empire's finest. Yeah, let's make our troops better. It's all about the troops.
Bring me to my men.
Bring me to my men. I kind of thought about getting rid of the man-eaters so I could buy a bigger group of... the ogres are great. I mean, I just want to do that. Well, I think that is just about it for the stream. Let me see what else we got here. Probably buy more special units soon. World events. Yeah, the Caven doesn't even have a very big garrison, so we're going to take our army and go that way. Looks like this clan of Skaven are running away. Oof. Storm Vermin. Pretty nasty units, to be honest. Fort Jakova.
Marshal the men.
May end up reinforcing them with some more special units. Going to take the battle to the Bone Rattlers. But yeah, we did take the province of Kislev. Occupied Kislev. It will have a population surplus soon enough, but it looks like we can build cavalry. We can build most useful general infantry here. We have Jakova, we take Zavastra, but we'll get Zavastra if we get them to confederize with us. What the fuck is this place? The Hell Pit? Oh no! Uninhabitable climate. Your climate in this region is uninhabitable for your faction. All construction recruitment times increase, income replenish growth. So can you technically, like, conquer this land, the Hell Pit? Oh my god. I'm getting severe Mordor vibes from that.
The council's voice.
Ulces. Gross. That's nasty. Uninhabitable climate. Fort Stragov. Wow. Honestly, I don't even really need to know what to say about that. That's going to be an interesting for the next stream for Warhammer. We'll do that again maybe in a few days. I don't know. It's going to be random though, so if you guys do want to follow the streams or whatever, you always can do that at your, your own leisure or whatever. I'll leave a link to the Discord server. You can find it at the top of my banner. The stream's going to look like it's going out for a second, but it's not. I'm just getting you guys a link to the Discord server. So if it looks like the game's out, it's just because I clicked off of it. And the border windowless version of the game does not like to cooperate. So, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, let me get you guys an invite if you want to join the server and kind of follow us. No limit. Never expires. Yeah, feel free to join the server if you want, guys. By all means. So, you can always follow the channel on Twitter at your own leisure. But with that being said, I think that's where we're going to call it quits for the stream, you guys. So, we'll be pushing north towards... well, we won't have to push north at all. Looks like Ostland has been holding the clans at... It is so cool. Clan Mulder. We'll have to take them down at some point if we're going to unite the Empire. And we're going to claim Kislev as well. So, I'm looking forward to it. That being said, the stream is coming to an end. I appreciate you guys. I'm just going to give one call out to my patrons who have been supporting me for quite some time. And I just wanted to shout it out like I usually do. My patrons have supported me for years now. Their names are Paul Powers, Legacy 11, Miha, and Daniel Cutforth. You guys are the MVPs. Thank you for your support. And thanks to everybody for showing up to the stream today. And yeah, just join the server. And you can always follow me on Twitter. That link can be found in the banner of the YouTube channel. On that note, I will close this in a second. You all have a good rest of your weekend. Bye now.